MJF? Maybe Adam Cole was right about this guy. 26, 26 days. Kip! Pretty Peter Avalon! Challenging for the BTE title. This was for me. Cardblade! Oh, he's so cute! Oh. Welcome to episode 2 of Reviewing the Elite. It's me, your girl Al, and we are back again to talk about everything that happened on Being the Elite. This week was episode 368, Private Jet. Let's get right into it. So we open it up, we get Kenny and the Bucks, and we are backstage. After Dynamite, Kenny is all iced up after, we all saw what happened. He got attacked by the Don Callis family and their newest member, Powerhouse Hobbs. And the Bucks are back from the hospital and they're like, hey, we're okay. And Kenny's like, okay, man, but you see this? I'm kind of beat up. And they're like, oh, yeah, super sorry about that. But we're good now. And he's like, okay, cool. Whatever. And then we get MJF who shows up, and everyone was kind of like, what? So he walks in, he's like, hey man, like, I'm I'm a new man. I've been putting y'all over on Twitter. I've been, real white knighting you guys. And he tells the Bucks, they're the greatest tag team, Kenny, you're great. Like, just really hyping him up, and he's turned over a new leaf. He really showing off who he is now with Adam. And then the Bucks and Kenny, they're like, okay, you're cool. And Bucks are like, maybe Adam Cole has a good point. Maybe he is a changed man. He goes over to Kenny. We bring it in. We get a little hug. Evil Max is still there. He's 26 days. And Kenny's like, pardon? 26 days till he reaches to what? What are we doing? Reaching Kenny's time as champion. What are we doing? But evil MJF is still there, so we'll see how this plays out. Then we go and open, and we are back. We got a private jet. The boys, Bucks, Brandon, everybody. Christopher Daniels was there. Everybody was there. They were flying private jet this week. Matt said he had an idea last week. This was an idea, and it's on Tony Khan, so it's all great. Love that for them. We get a nice private jet travel montage clip, very fancy, on our way to Stockton. Next, we're backstage at Hey EW, where RJ City is going to be talking to the Bucks. We get a nice little backstage of what it looks like for AEW. Sanjay cracking up. We get the Ron John bit, find out Nick's middle name is Lee. Afterwards, though, Bucks are like not super hyped about that. Nick's like, hey, I don't want people to know I'm a Lee. RJ is it's like a little taken aback. He's like, oh man, RJ's sensitive. He wants to do a good job. He was trying. Brandon says, RJ, what's that stand for in the middle name situation? And just without missing a beat, RJ, Raul Julia, and killed me. He takes some notes from the Bucks. The Bucks say, how long was this for? This was supposed to be 8 minutes. You went over to 16. RJ is like, oh my God, such a good bit. But RJ gets very excited to be on Being the Elite. He was like, can I make it? Oh, is this on here? And then Brandon tells him this is his All Elite graphic next to the Hey EW set. RJ doesn't appreciate that, but it's fun. Nice to see a little cross promo with our two shows, with our favorite internet shows, Hey EW and BTE. Then we go to our bonus match. This week we have Brandon and Colt teaming with Matt Sydal. Very fun little trio. And Brandon says we have a mascot. Matt Sydal says, it's me. And they're like, no, not you. Colt asking Matt Seidel if he was a furry was something. But Matt Seidel's response of "No, I'm a plushie" was something. But the mascot turns out to be the Stockton Lion, so that's fun and good. And then we are still another week fighting the Dark Order. This week in six-man tag, Uno, Alex, and Johnny. What can you say about this match? It was great. It's fun. I love these bonus matches that we get to see. It's fun for the live crowd. It's fun for BTE. You can kind of see, oh, what was going on. Johnny yelling, "I'm freaking jacked" during the middle of the match. Colt was very motivational holding the camera. You know, he said you could do it. He little picture in picture with the cameraman. The triple airplane spin, everyone got a little dizzy. It's fine. It's good. It's all well and good. But the Dark Order get the win. They try to get the Stockton Lion to kind of cheat, you know. We got the cold spray. Brandon was gonna spray Uno, but it reversed. Brandon got 2 sprays in the face, and then we get the Dark Order win. But afterwards, Colt and the little Stockton Lion, they get revenge with a clothesline. Alex and Johnny get cold spray in the eyes, and they celebrate. We get a behind the scenes view of Kenny's appearance on the Twitch stream challenging Demetrius Johnson. They have some back and forth, some beef before their appearance on the show. Um, he says he wants to be trained by Kenny. And Kenny's like, "I've never trained anybody, but you've earned my respect. We'll do it." And I guess Kenny's training him now. But we get backstage of the Twitch stream for charity. We cut back to the end. Kenny's petting a dog. Buddy, I learned his name was Buddy. That was a highlight for me. Sorry, not a gamer, so I just wanted to see the dog. But Kenny's very in love with the dog. I was in love with the dog. I was here for it. But Kenny wins. It was very cute, very fun. Kenny was just definitely in his element. You know, besides wrestling, what does Kenny love? Video games. We are with the stand-ins who are polishing up the Bucks six-man tag championships. Real nice. We had a little fun little jokes there. They do not do it sideways, much to the Bucks' chagrin. They only did it up and down. But they're upset. That's as close as they're gonna get to titles. So they get their own arts and crafts time with the stand-ins. They have new championships. It might be the AEW Tag Team Championship replicas with little things taped on them. But you know what? They have their own championships, and we love that for them. So, yay, stand-ins. Good for you. After that, we see highlights from Nick versus Penta from last week, that amazing international championship match. Brandon on commentary is pretty fire. I must say, Colt was like, "Look out, Shivani, Brandon's here." I thought it was fun. This is such a great reminder of how amazing that match was. We don't get to see either Buck in singles action, so to see Nick in this championship match was so fun. That match went crazy. It just reminded me again, like, oh, how good it was and how good Phoenix and Nick are. It was great, and the commentary by Brandon was fun with Colt. It was a good time. Right after that, we get our BTE champion, Kip Sabian's back this week, guys. And speaking of stand-ins, we are looking for Dean, and he's not there. But who is there today? Pretty Peter Avalon. He wants a piece of Kip Sabian. And Kip's like, no. This is not how it works now. You have to go through my stand-in for it. So they do a classic BTE, flip the water bottle. But it was one shot. First who gets it gets the BTE championship. And unfortunately for Peter, he didn't make it. And he's very upset. Understandably so. But Kip says he's gonna be champ forever, right? My favorite line was stand-in line was, "I'm really good at doing useless stuff." And you know what? Same. Big same. And that was our BTE championship moment of the day. And we are back with our new our favorite new segment. Well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's only week 2. But Brandon and Cutler out with the people, telling them, asking them what they want to see from their tag team, any ideas, any names. It was really fun. However, I have beef with you, Brandon, because you were trying to tell Colt to say Cali. And I don't know if it's a Southern California thing to do that, but I have never once in all of my life here, born and raised Californian, ever said Cali. Um, you're teaching Colt the wrong things. Accent, fine, perfect, great. It's very, very Californians, very SNL skip. But the Cali of it all, I don't know. Is that I'm in the Central Valley. I don't know if that's a thing other places, but I have never referred to the state as Cali. So that made me cringe a little, but you know what? I'm still on board with Brandon and Colt, okay? But they are asking what could they do as a team? Did they see their match before? Everyone did. Colt was thrown off by the West Coast time zone. That's fine. He kept saying it was the morning. It was probably like 3 p.m. when they wrestled. Um, but everyone was a big fan. Everyone supported. Everyone was cheering for them. Big fans of Brandon's shoes. Everyone was. So Colt's got to step up the shoe game. Is what we were hearing. Everybody wants them to be more like the Bucks. I guess, you kind of bond, take things from your friends. So we'll see. That was a note. Um, the part I did enjoy when someone said we were trying to get a "Let's Go Brandon" chant, and Brandon was like, "No, my innocent brain that you were just chanting for me." Poor Brandon. He got stuck with that. Um, but the well, before I get to the cutest and best part, a random man that looked quite like Johnny Hungy, was walking around and said that the right people lost, and they didn't want to hear anything about that. Also, to the young man who did not know what BTE was, what rock you living? Even if you've never watched it, you've heard of it. Like, what are you doing? You want to be on a show and you don't even know what it is. Anyways, that's an aside. Um, And but this episode ends the cutest way with this little boy, I believe his name is Parker, who stops Colt before they can leave to say what a good time he had, and he's so precious. And he said this was a good time and a lot of fun. And he's so sweet, and he's like, "Thank you for coming," or whatever. It's so cute. We ended the show on a wholesome note. And that's it. That was episode 368 of Being the Elite. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the share, all of the things. Don't forget to follow the podcast, Yeah Pod, at all of the things. And follow me if you want on my personal. That's Yeah with 2 underscores. And we'll see you next week. Bye.